everybody. What's up? Welcome back to Andrea Monroe from head to toe. Okay. Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back and being on board with this journey. And while you're at it, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for these weekly videos that I'm going to drop. So, you guys, I have two special guests on the show. So, I have my little cousin, honey, Marquila Terrence. Yes, honey. We have the Marquila Terrence, honey. And she is actually on YouTube, and she is a beast at doing hair, a beast at DIY, honey, and the list goes on, honey. So her information will be in the description box. You guys go to her page. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for her videos she gonna drop. And we have my little sister. Tell me your name, honey.
Dina.
Child, and she is a returning guest. You guys are familiar with her at this point. So we are going to do coaching content, and we've been talking and coming up with some stuff, but this is really a topic that we need to address and discuss. And as you grow, your circle gets smaller.
Yes.
And so are y'all experiencing that?
Yes. A good small though.
Yeah, small is, change is good.
Yes.
Even if it's including size. So, change is necessary. And so this is going to be a segment about outgrowing people.
Mm.
And so
Hey, I'm with that. You with that?
I mean, it's nothing that we can escape. At some point in our life, we're going to outgrow people.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And so it's necessary. It's necessary for wherever your soul is at that point. It's necessary for your personal growth. It's necessary in how seasons operate, and the list goes on. So I ain't gonna spoil the question.
Right.
But are we gonna do an icebreaker?
We can do an icebreaker.
Okay, come on.
Ice. Boom. Go, Dina.
What is your definition of a God-fearing man? Someone who prays with you, prays for you, someone who's willing to read the Bible. Not necessarily have to know the Bible front to back, because I don't. But someone who has God in your home, in your relationship, who's willing to go to church, who's willing to learn more about God, someone who's spiritually inclined, someone who, I think that's it.
That's good. All right, so mine says, can you be in love with someone but not want to be in a relationship with them? Why would you not want to be with them?
I like that, and that's your question. I'm sorry. That was my question.
So,
That's good.
can you be in love with someone and not want to be in a relationship with them? No. Being in love with someone, in my opinion, and this is opinion, not facts, but in my opinion, being in love, you have tunnel vision for that person. And tunnel vision creates that intimacy that you want to share with that person. Now, you can absolutely positively love someone and not want to be in a relationship with them, but being in love is a whole different level to love. Not everybody experiences being in love, but everybody experiences loving somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Or confusing love with us. So
yeah.
Yes.
So why would you not want to be with them? Because I ain't in love with them. Okay.
Duh. That part.
Okay.
Let's go, Lolo. I mean, the Marquila. Let's go.
That is so funny. Okay, so my question is, what's your best quality? I would say my best quality is my spirit. I feel like I've had the same spirit as a child until now.
I
Very,
say.
peaceful, very happy, very rational,
Loving,
balance. It's all about balance, Quality does not have to necessarily be the exterior, but the interior,
Yeah.
and the forever. So I would say my spirit, definitely.
Preach, preacher.
Yes, honey.
Perfect.
Okay, so y'all, we gonna get straight to it, okay? So the first question is, describe in one word how you felt when you had to let someone go, whether it was a friendship, whether it was a relationship, family, whatever.
Heartbroken.
Oh yes.
Okay, elaborate a little bit.
Well, family, like everybody, of course, you're supposed to love your family because your family is not chosen. Like I get to choose my mom or daddy to be, or my cousin or aunt or sister.
Right.
But family, because you can love people from a distance. So I have family members, extended family members, or however you want to phrase it, that I love dearly, but I know I have to deal with them in a certain way. So sometimes distance is better than trying to
But is that
force a relationship.
outgrowing, or is that just
You can
relationship based? But I'm saying it could be relationship based, or did you outgrow them?
I think it's relationship based, and then as far as like being in a friendship, right? Hurt, like you don't want to let that friendship go, so it hurts you to have to part ways, and sometimes it comes back. If the friendship was meant to be, mom used to always say, they're not your friends if y'all have at least one falling out in your life. So I think sometimes it hurts to let them go, and then if it comes back, then that means it was meant to be. As far as relationship goes, hurt because you thought that was love and not lust. You thought you were in love and you found out you wasn't. And then like you have your adolescence relationships. So you're young, you're figuring it out. You're like, I think it's love, I think it's lust, I think I'm in love. And then as you grow, you like, nah, I'm glad. Thank God that I should believe. Come on, Beyonce. And then then when you get older, it's like a checklist. I remember Ricky gave me some great advice when I was dating in my early 20s. She said this thing to me. She said, the older you get and you experience something, she was like, you begin to check it off. So you be like, if I know I like to post pictures and you don't, it ain't gonna work. Cut it off right in there before you even get involved. She was like, if you know that you spiritually inclined and they ain't spiritually inclined, it ain't gonna work. If you know you're not a smoker and they smoke, why make yourself force yourself to do something that you know you don't like? If you're a drinker, a wine drinker, and they're a heavy drinker, aka alcoholic, it's not gonna work. So she gave me like some advice. Was I took my house in the dean, and she was like, if you like something and that person don't like it, it's not gonna work. Or vice versa, if they like something and you don't like it, and it's going to be something like friction in your relationship, don't force it. It's not gonna work. And so I think that was kind of like the best advice that she gave me. And so each relationship, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna take this that I learned and I'm gonna apply it to my next relationship. And so it's not always that person. Sometimes it really is you. Like, okay, if I'm going to different relationships and it's the same thing going, like, okay, clearly it can't be every guy. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm moody. Maybe it's my attitude. Maybe I want more and they want less. So that's what I think about her. So.
Okay. So for me, relationship-wise, it would be confused, uncertain, because you build with somebody for a certain amount of time, even in your adolescent years. You're so young, you're in love, puppy love. You don't see anything past what you are in. So confusion, because it's like I started off with you. We've been together. I think this is gonna be forever, and then like reality hits. Like no, like you have a completely new version of yourself that you have to go into without that person. So as far as friendship goes, I would say just loss. Especially like losing a best friend, lost like somebody that you like. That's yin to my yang, Mary-Kate and Ashley, like just
right,
like
that. So you thought,
and just kind of lost, because just like that, building with that someone, being friends with that someone, you do everything with that somebody, and then it's like, oh snap, well, what am I without that person? Not that I wasn't myself when I was hanging with them or when we were together and did everything together, but it's like, okay, now I have to discover another version of myself outside of a relationship, just as well as a friendship.
That's good. Okay, so mine is going to be disappointment. And I'm going to say disappointment, and I'm going to say strong. Relationship wise, you definitely are disappointed,
right? Because
like you said, you invest all this time, you invest this effort for it not to work. It's very disappointing. But and also in a friendship, if it's 10, 12, 20 years that you've been knowing a person, and you've invested that time, this is my day one to the day none,
right,
it's very disappointing to know that maybe that person wasn't your friend the whole time, or maybe that person wanted what you had the whole time, or maybe it took somebody else to expose who the person really was. So it's very disappointing to know that you will go to bat for people, or you'll break your back for people, or you'll invest all of this time and energy in people, and it does not turn out the way that you planned. But it makes you stronger because of your experience and because you become wiser. And so in order to have a friend, you have to be a friend. And in order to have a husband, you have to be a wife. Or in order to date, you have to know what you want to date. So I think the whole disappointment goes along with the strength.
Do you think it's fair to expect someone to treat you the way that you treat them? Like, if your loyalty
you do
to them,
you do,
and they're not like
It's
that
this,
to you?
if you walk in like that, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah,
Point blank in the period.
You do.
There's never a 50-50 love.
But you don't want to be disappointed. And my boss, he told me, he had a saying that too. He's like, you know how they say treat others the way you want to be treated? He said treat others the way they want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna treat you how you want to be treated, Marquila. Like, I know how you are, so I'm gonna treat you the way that Marquila wants to be treated. Like, with respect, with love. You know what I'm saying? And so I expect you to treat me the way that I want to be treated. You know, so it's not putting them on a pedestal, but treating them the way that they want to be treated. So in order to know how somebody wants to be treated, you have to know them. You know, sometimes you have to sit back and listen and observe and be like, okay, I know she's not gonna like that, so why would I do that? You know, I know he's not gonna like that, so why would I do that?
It's never going to be 50-50. And so we are designed, it's in our makeup, it's in our DNA to disappoint.
Right.
And so, you know, you gotta walk in just being you. And you have to give any relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's a relationship, anything with ship on the end, it requires work. And so whether it's worship, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationship, it requires work. And so anytime it's work related, the love for it changes. And so you might walk in a job loving it, and then time passes, you like, I hate this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you outgrow
it. And so,
and though you want better and you work hard, like in a relationship, a friendship, and on a job, and you like, oh my God, I've been here for so long, I put in this work, I come to work early. Because my mom always said, if you're on time, you're late. So you come here early, you're energetic, you put in this work, and then you don't get you don't get a promotion, you don't get a recognition. And so here come Paul coming in, or Peter, and they get all the recognition. You're like, I'm gonna train you. You know what I'm saying? Because like, when you relationship, like, y'all break up, and then you turn around and be like, oh my God, he proposed to her. Yeah. Like, I helped you become that man that she have now.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
because it's a you to hurt me for you to realize what kind of man you need this to be for the next person.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next question because we can talk forever for that question. So this is question number 2. How did you know when you outgrew that person or those group of people?
You don't have the same interests.
Ooh.
So like, me and somebody can be like, oh, at first when we first started being friends, you know, like high school or college, and we both wanted to study together. We both wanted to maybe you know, party or whatever. Then the older you get, you be like, I want to praise and worship, and they be like, she's talking about God, like Dina not change. She want to pray, like we have to turn up Dina. Oh no, we don't do that. Oh, she a mom, so I can't call her because she wants to find a babysitter and this and that. So your interests change. You grow up, you get mature, you have families. That's the ultimate goal, right? It's to be mature. You don't want to be the same person you was in high school. You don't want to be the same person you were in college. You know, that's the whole point. You go to high school to go to college. You go to college to have a career and a family, right? So you outgrow. You just lose interest.
I guess I can agree with that. Like the pattern, like what it was before, it was not necessarily the same. And when their actions start to change, it's unfamiliar. Like, oh, I know, you know, X, Y, and Z does this, like this, and things just start to change, and it's like unfamiliar. I guess uncertain actions are a red flag for me with both friend and relationship.
And with loyalty. Is that a good one?
Yeah, that's action. That's an action.
I started to know when I started outgrowing people with my relationship with God. And so God would start feeling convicted being around certain people. And so conviction helped me also outgrow people, and it also comforted me too, to know that it's okay that even if you've been friends with somebody for 25 years, 30 years, or your whole life, you was in the crib together, it's like, okay, if y'all grow up and y'all paths go separate ways. But I think the thing about it is that you have to learn how to depart with grace. So, and I think it has to be comforting to both parties, but you also want to make sure it ain't no bad blood. Like I don't like, if me and somebody not friends, or me and somebody break up, like I want to do it with grace. I want it to be an understanding. Like, we don't have to be beefing, we don't have to be enemies, but we just don't have the same interests. We just, we just go on our separate ways. But if I see you, it's still love. Like, love is still there.
I was gonna actually, I was about to say, if you do outgrow a person, but you still have love for that person, and you didn't end your relationship or friendship on bad terms, if I see you, I'm gonna embrace you with love, because I still love you. We just have two different paths in life, and so you can't be my ace boom coom, or my crib buddy, or my, my high school BFF, or my college friend, like, or whatever. Like, we just, it's love. It ain't no beef, like,
Right.
And I had something else, but I kind of lost my train of thought.
Okay. So, you guys, we are over the time limit. We're going to give you guys a break. We coming right back with part 2. Thank you so much for watching Andrea Monroe from head to toe. Okay. I love you guys, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye.